So, on May the 20th, 2025, Today's Stupidity has returned for the first time since 2024. Since then, we have been going daily! When I first made the return episodes, I spent over 2 hours sitting down making them. Ended up making 18 episodes. 18! That's more than 2 weeks if I did it every day. I uploaded every day except for a couple days. I uploaded twice. I did 2 episodes for a couple days. But I did every single day, and even after those 18 episodes were done, I still recorded more week after week after week to keep a streak going, to keep a big daily streak going. And now we finally caught up, which means this daily streak is on a knife edge. It cannot go on too much longer, because for me to keep it going another week, I'd have to make 7 videos out of these comments, and there's not enough comments for 7 videos. Unfortunately. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We can't just force videos for the sake of it. There's got to be a reason to make them. But I'll find idiots. I'm trying to find... Sometimes people post life updates online and sometimes just say something really stupid. I should try and look up those videos. You know, look up some celebrity scandals. I don't know. Try and mix it up. Be creative with this series. But for now, we are limited with the content. So, currently, the streak is 27 days. Today, the final episode that I pre-recorded from last week has gone up on the 15th of June on Sunday. That is the 27th day in a row of Stupid Idiots. And when you consider I did 2 days where I did 2 episodes, if I did it every day, it would have been 29 days on Tuesday. The episode today would have been Tuesday. So, 27 days, could have been longer. Can we make it a month? Can we make it 30 days? I don't know. I don't know if there's enough comments. But we shall see. Obviously, these episodes could be 2 minutes long. We could do that. Either way, we're going to find some idiots. And after my spiteful attack on Old Jamaica's ginger beer, even though the drink is still nice, I decided to go for a nicer looking drink. A sparkling pineapple soft drink that's very yellow and green. It's a pineapple thing. Pineapple ting. Now let's find some idiots. Can't remember if I even was subscribed to you around then. Well, that's why I did the refresher training. A lot of you have forgotten the rule of Stupid Idiots. Especially rule number 1, the most important rule. That's why it's number 1. You cannot try to get on the list. You cannot ask to be on the list. That's not how it works. I control it, not you. I heard some idiot on my stream recently on Saturday. The guy was like, day 3 of asking you to put me on the list. Literally the rules. Literally the rules say that you cannot ask. You cannot try to get on the list. That is rule number 1. It's a simple basic rule that's been in place for years. Years. Literally over half a decade. That's a long time. And I made a refresher video reacting to it, and still... the same person asked me, can I be on the list? Blithering idiots. Because obviously I'm not going to put them on the list. It's not this guy, by the way, it's someone else. I instead suspended them for 30 minutes from my stream. Worked out very well. Bundaberg beer is non-alcoholic. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try it. I thought it looked like an actual beer when I saw the Google image. I subscribed since 2019. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support. But yeah, this is why I did the refresher training, because a lot of you either weren't here or simply forgot. So I had to remind you all to not be stupid idiots. You look handsome in the video. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You gotta relax there, buddy. You gotta relax there, buddy. Now, I am no judge of people's of who people are attracted to. I have no issue with who you're attracted to, whatever. Me, my boat don't float that way, okay? My boat floats a certain way, not towards Ethan's, all right? More towards Ellie's and what other girl's name begins with E. The point is, my boat floats towards the opposite gender. You look handsome in the video in the middle than you do now. You would have girlfriend better back then you made that video. I'm pretty sure I look the same except younger. That's all that is. It's just age. Like my beard hasn't grown yet here, but like a month after this, it would look like that anyway. I just look a little bit older with a couple extra spots, but that's not age. Just you know, that's just skincare. Also, my eyes look just as bad here as they do here and here. The same eye problem from now is still there back then. So I don't know what you're talking about. I look more handsome here than there. I just look younger there. That's the main thing. Also, I did not have a girlfriend back then. I don't have one now. So there's literally no difference, buddy. I just look. Yeah, I think what you're referring to is age. I look older. I'm 30 this year. Yeah, this is the old video, right? The 10th of April 2020, I was 24. I was 24. Now I'm almost 30. So there's your first difference. Second, there's also just before, actually yes, I started my first proper full-time job since leaving university on May the 4th or May the 3rd. So this was before I was a working man. It was in between me leaving uni and becoming working man. So I've been working since early May 2020 until now, full-time, apart from holidays here and there. So I think it's age and also just a lot of hard work. So I think you're just I think you're just confused, mate. I think you're just confused. I think Ethan just made the list. Bloody hell, the first page is almost full. You know what? I'm gonna use this tiny bit of space here. God knows that if that will be enough. My days. It's a motorbike driver showing off outside. Bloody ridiculous. Ethan's on the list twice. 4XXXX Han, also Australian alcoholic beverage as well as Canadian club. Google it. You'll be. Is this a sentence? Where's the punctuation? This makes no sense. Australian. Who's showing off outside? Flippin' egg. Where does he think we live? My days. Anyway, Australian alcoholic beverage as well as Canadian club. Google it wait. Australian alcoholic beverage as well as Canadian club. Google it. Canadian club. Google it. There's a Canadian club called Google it. What do they do in this club? Do they just go into the club and Google things? That's a weird club. So you just go to your club. I assume there's computers there. So it's like a library club. You go to a library to go to a club where you just Google things on a computer all day. Well, so that's an interesting club. I don't know who that club is for. Canadian club. Google it. You will be amazed. Amazed by people Googling things at a club in a library. I don't know what you're talking about. Why did you think 4XXX sounds like Pornhub? I never said that. You said that. So this guy's talking about a Canadian club where they Google things on computers. Is that what they get up to in Canada? And now he's thinking about Pornhub. And then he just called me handsome as well just before that. Again, my boats don't float this way. I shall move on to more sensible comments.
You just made the list! 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 You just made the list!